Hello and welcome to Tasha's Truth. I'm Tasha, and today I have a special guest with me, and her name is Chanel, and she's here today because I invited her to talk about her journey, her health journey that I was able to assist her with. So I'm going to give you a little backstory before I introduce her. In February of this year, the Lord spoke to me and told me that if I get sick, it's my fault. He said that I know what to do and I'm not doing it. I'm being disobedient and He does not cover disobedience. So with that, I started to change my eating. And I started a YouTube channel that He told me to start 2 years ago. I wasn't obedient in that aspect either. So when He told me to change my diet, then He told me again to start the YouTube channel. So that's what happened. So I did a YouTube channel. I did not want to do it. But my first video, I talked about my journey. And Miss Chanel saw that video. And she saw me at church one Sunday and she came to me and told me how the video blessed her and gave me a little backstory of how she was feeling and her journey. So we talked for a little while and I was so excited that the video that I did not want to do, it touched somebody's life. And that's my passion, to help people live better, feel better, eat better, and just to have a well-balanced life. And so when she came to me, I was very excited and I was very happy that, you know, what I was saying on my video, she could relate. So we began to talk, and when I got home, I asked the Lord, Lord, how do you want me to help her? Because I know you want me to help her, but how do I help her? And He told me to do a program with her. It was for 12 weeks. And I sent her some information. First, I sent her a text to ask if she was interested. And then she said she was interested. So I sent her some information about how the program would go. And then we went from there. So I'm going to have Miss Chanel talk about her experience, what she was feeling first. So let's start there. How were you feeling before you reached out to me at church that Sunday?
I had a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm.
The pain was in my arms, my legs, throbbing, mostly in my back.
Mm-hmm.
Inflammation in my back was awful.
Mm-hmm.
And it would wake me up at night. And when I was walking, it was difficult to walk, going up steps.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard. It was
Okay.
hard. I pushed through things
Mm-hmm.
so that I don't have to, other people asking what's wrong.
Right.
But I was feeling the pain.
Wow.
And I saw you
Mm-hmm.
one Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
and I just knew that I needed help because that pain,
Mm-hmm.
I did not want to experience that anymore.
Wow. Okay, so once we started, she was telling me about the pain, and I gave her a list of things she couldn't eat, a list of things that she could eat. And first of all, let me tell you, she was awesome to work with. Like, for real. Because I've worked with like family members, and they, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then it's like, okay, y'all doing it. The next day it's like, oh well, it's an excuse. I did not have that with her at all. She was just like, okay. She was sending me pictures. She was like, what about this? Can I have this? I'm like, no. So she ended up sewing a lot of food
Yes.
to her co-workers and things like that.
Yes.
Because she couldn't have it anymore. And so talk about when we first started. So the first week, how did that go for you?
The first week was challenging. I have to admit it was challenging because there were a lot of things that were new to me on that list. And what I found out was food prepping is very, very important. But it's a way to have to make certain foods. And I tried making some foods that didn't come out the way they should have. And I was in the grocery store where they actually put me out of the grocery store because I wanted to do the right thing and reading the labels. That was what helped me tremendously, reading the labels and seeing what was good and what was not good. And it may say organic on the front, but when you look at those ingredients, not so. Yes, and especially being able to communicate with you through text with the pictures. Yes, that was helpful as well.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
So when did you start feeling relief from the inflammation, the pain you were feeling?
Immediately.
Wow.
Immediately. Because I knew I had to change, and whatever you were recommending me to do, that's what I was doing, because I wanted to get rid of that pain. And so it was immediate. Immediate.
Y'all hear that?
Immediate.
Immediately.
Yes.
And it's so it's just amazing how many people go through pain and just because of what they're eating.
Yes.
It just bothers me so bad. I see people, with the cane and just, I gotta go to the doctor for this. I gotta go get this test. I gotta do this. And it's just like, just stop eating certain things and you will feel so much better.
Yes.
You just have to start somewhere. And the way that I try to coach people is I try to cut out everything at first, because you just have to see what you can have and what you can't, what you can tolerate, what you can't tolerate.
Yes.
And you have to see what is causing what. And so at the beginning, it's like, okay, fruits and vegetables, that's it. And then we gradually add on things. And one of the, I'd say the second most important thing, the first one was she stopped feeling pain. She stopped having pain.
Yes.
The second one is she lost 18 pounds.
Yes.
Praise God.
Amen.
So that's a plus. And she wasn't really exercising at the time. It was just totally food. Food choices. Total. That's it. For 18 pounds, that's a lot.
Yes.
And so what would you recommend my audience do as far as people that may be like, well, I gotta have my Dr. Pepper, I gotta have my fried chicken. What would you say to people that are in pain or that are taking a lot of medication, but they just don't want to give up those foods? What would you say to those people?
It's a choice. And with the choice that we make, if we're going to eat something that's not good for us, then the consequence is going to be that pain. But if we want to feel better, then it's best that we start slow and start small, starting with salads. Salads are healthy. Fruits are healthy. Eat the things that are good for us. I found with chickens in another country, they're very small because they are born and then they are then cooked. But the chickens here, there's so much that's being put into them where they are gigantic, and they're gigantic because of all of the other stuff that's being put in them or fed to them that's not good. It may be good for them, but it's not good for us eating it. And if they've eaten it, then eventually it's being put in our bodies. And that's where the pain is coming from, because we're not supposed to have that stuff.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And so what would you say to, like, as far as the motivation, determination? I know you told me previously that you didn't want to be in pain anymore. So that was like your
That's
thing.
my
Like,
goal.
yeah, that was your goal to not be in pain.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
But it's easy when you put your mind to doing the right thing where you don't want pain. If you're comfortable with the pain, then you can eat whatever you want to eat. I myself was not comfortable with that pain,
Right.
and it seemed to get worse and worse. And it's not like I was eating a whole lot of foods, but the pain was just whatever I was eating was not agreeing with me, and
Right.
so I had to stop that. Yes.
I'm gonna say something funny that happened when you text me about this tea. It was like this sweet tea.
The
And she had,
Arizonas.
yes, and she had a lot of them, y'all. So, cause she buys in bulk,
Yes.
and she was like, "I cut out sodas." Like, she was proud. She was like, "I haven't drinking sodas in years. I drink this tea." Y'all, I said, "Okay, show me the back of it." It was like 64, grams of sugar. I was like, "Oh my gosh, does she know like how much sugar this is?" But that was funny. But she just was like, "Okay, I'm gonna sew it. I'm gonna sew it." I mean, it was not low, like, "Oh my goodness, I can't have my tea." Like, So I'm gonna put it out there now. If anybody needs help, I'm here for you.
Yes.
But the excuses, you can't bring them with you.
That's right.
Yep, I can't do
That's right.
excuses. So you either ready or you're not.
Yeah.
You have to be ready and go all the way in. And I'm here to support.
And Tasha, I want to thank you, because you don't know how tremendously you have helped me in just being able to know, what things will work for me, because I find that some things that work for some people to change their lifestyle doesn't work for me, and we all are different body types.
Right.
And so where I have had issues with certain things where I had to take medication, others may not experience that.
Right.
And so that's where the change in our different body types come in. But you have helped me, and the inflammation, I have had none since since starting on your program, and I'm just grateful for that. And I'm just going to keep working towards the things that work for me, and things that don't, we just leave that alone.
That's good.
Yes.
So what is your plan going forward? Will you continue to keep the things that that you learned, which I'm sure you are, but I just want you to explain.
Yes.
And also, how was it for you to stay focused? Like, did the weight, because she was losing like 2 pounds a week, sometimes 1 pound, and then we would tweak certain things, because I would ask her to write certain things down, because depending on the weight gain or the weight loss, then I would kind of be like, okay, stop eating this right now. So at one point I think she gained a pound, or didn't lose or something, and I'm like, okay, well, what did you eat? And she was like, a whole bag of nuts. I said, not a whole bag of nuts. She ate a whole bag of nuts. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna take the nuts out completely until we can get some control over that. But what is your goal to continue?
To stay on the healthy lifestyle living, eating things that are healthy, not eating the junk things, or eating things that have ingredients that I can't read, can't pronounce. Reading the labels has really, anything that I pick up now that I haven't purchased, that I know what's in it, I immediately turn it over and read the ingredients. And if the ingredients have a whole lot of words that I can't pronounce, I can't say, I put it back on the shelf. especially there's this ingredient called xanthan gum. Absolutely not.
Yep.
And then also there's something it's microbiome, where it's like telling me they've made this in a
lab or something.
yes.
Wow.
Absolutely not. So when I see certain things that no, it wasn't grown out the ground
That's
or on
right.
a tree,
Yep.
that's not
Yep.
going to be put in my body.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's
yes.
so good.
Yes.
So the labeling, that was funny too. When you were texting me, you were in the store. You like, okay, what about this? What about this? I was like, okay. So at first I would tell her the answer. Then a couple weeks, maybe 4 weeks, I'm like, you tell me if you can eat it or not.
Right.
So then she was like, yeah, no, I can't. And I said, yeah. So it's a learning experience. I'm not doing it for you. I'm guiding you.
Yes.
And you have to want better for yourself. And what you have to do is make your mind up. That's it. Like, you really have to make up your mind that, look, I'm doing this. I'm doing this for my health. I don't want to keep taking 10 prescription medications. I don't want to keep going to the doctor and getting tests ran and x-rays and all of these things that actually bring harm to your body when you continue to get these things done. And so we just need to do better, y'all. And so I'm here to support, and if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out. You can email me at tashastruth804@gmail.com. And if you want any support, any help with anything, I'm available to assist. So that's it for now. I want to thank Miss Chanel for coming on and giving her testimony about her journey. And that's all. So if you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, and share. And y'all have a manifesting day. Bye.